Hey BookTube, it's Jackie. How's it going? If you're new to me and this is the first time you're seeing my face, hello, what's up? My name's Jackie. I sit on my floor and I talk about books. So I hope that's why you're here because that's what's gonna be happening today. If you're not new to me, thank you for always tuning in and the continued support. I really do appreciate it. So today for you, I have another TBR. This is my October TBR. Holy shit. We are already in October. Spooky season is upon us. It's my time. It's my anniversary month. It's all the things. Fall has started. The crisp weather is coming. I can start bringing out my sweatshirts and my jeans, and I'm super fucking happy about it. Yay. Hot chocolate season is upon us. Cool nights reading on my deck. Cool mornings reading on my deck. Oh, it's my time, people. Campfires, s'mores, all the baked goods. And then, of course, you have my spooky skulls everywhere, fucking scary, where it's appropriate. I love it. Not that it's not appropriate all year long, but I do love it. And also, did I mention it's my anniversary? It's my 4th anniversary this month to my husband, so yay. Awesome, we made it 4 years, guys. Actually, it wasn't that fucking hard to make it 4 years, but if you'd like to find out what is going to be encompassing my month, because this is a busy month, and this TBR is outlandish, but you know what? It's Halloween. Who gives a fuck? Grab yourself a drink, have yourself a seat, and let's get talking some books. All right. So just like all my previous TBRs, this is broken into categories to kind of help organize it a smidgens. So the first category I have is carryovers. These are books that I wanted to read last month that I didn't get to, or I've already started that I'm carrying over. And that there's only one that I'm carrying over, and that is A Court of Silver Flames. This was on my 12 and 24 list. I'll link that video here if you were curious about it. That is a list of books I cultivated at the beginning of this year, 12 books in particular that I wanted to read in the year 2024, and this was one of them. It's already made appearance on 2 TBRs, and it still hasn't gotten read, but I have started it, and I am vlogging it, so you will see a vlog for this one as soon as I finish it. But yes, I am reading it. We're gonna knock this series out until the bitch decides to write another fucking book in it. Yeah. So yes, this is the first book, chunker, but I do read Sarah J. Maas really fast because I love her. But this is Nesta's story, and we all know how much I love that bitch. So we shall see. We shall see. Speaking of 12 and 24, I decided to put another 12 and 24 book on this month's TBR since that was just a carryover. And that one is none other than H.D. Carlton's Haunting Adeline. I bought this last Halloween in preparation to read it this year. I do have the second one already, but I'm just planning on reading the first one. This is the TikTok stalker cat and mouse fucking book epic that is all over the place. I love the fucking cover. I love this aesthetic. It's beautiful. I'm excited to find out really what it's about. I've heard amazing things. I've heard really shitty things. I've also heard really amazing things, and I'm always good for a good stalker romance. So yeah, let's bring it on. I'm gonna see what it's finally about, and it's also gonna be my first H.D. Carlton book too. So we shall see. But 12 and 24. Since this book has such a high popularity, it's super hyped up. It's super referenced. It's blurbed a lot. Let me know, would you guys like to see a vlog of reading this? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that because I've heard, I don't know like how jumpy, how shock value. I don't really know. So let me know if you guys want to see a vlog on me reading this book. You guys seem to get a kick out of my reactions and reading books. So yeah, let me know. I also decided to put a second book on from my 12 and 24 list on this TBR to kind of help knock it down because let's be honest, I'm probably not going to finish it. Seeing that it's October and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not including those 2 right there. Books still to read that you haven't even seen. 6. So I'm like not even halfway through. So I decided to put on the Zodiac Academy, the first installment of Zodiac Academy, The Awakening. I would really like to vlog reading the series, so I think I will do that. But I have been told this is probably like the least exciting of the series. But you know, it's got to start somewhere. Another big TikTok hyped book. You know how it goes. But yeah, it's Halloween. It feels Halloween-y with the Zodiacs and everything. I've got a nice little like aesthetic going on for my TBR, so let's just plow on through. Zodiac Academy it is. Yeah, there ya be. 3 books off my 12 and 24 list. Right off the top. Yeah. Now, I do have my book club, which I am a member of, and that is the Black Hat Book Coven, which I am a member of with Becky over at BeckXReads, Laura from A Book Circus, and Kristen from Kristen Craves Books. And I will link all their channels in the down box below. And if you're not familiar with the Black Hat Book Coven as yet, what it is a online book club where we sit around and read witchy books. And then we have some reading sprints, and we do a live show at the end of each month where we talk about the book. We are all very different, but we're all very similar. None of us have ever all loved a book, and all of us have actually all hated a book before. Yeah, we've all hated a book. Becca, we still haven't forgiven you for that witch book. Still. And yeah, they're still sitting over there on my shelf. I haven't gotten rid of them yet. That's my problem, but you love me anyway. But anyway, we decided to read witchy books, witchy feel books, and this month's book is actually a guest witch coven member, and that is April from Happily Ever After April. And I'll link her in the down box below. She's going to be a guest on our live show, and she actually picked this book, and it is the Burn the Dark by S.A. Hunt. Looks like this. The only thing I know about this is that it's about a YouTuber who is being accused that their stuff is fake, and they want to go and try to prove that it's real. I don't remember if they're a ghost hunter or like a medium. I can't really remember exactly what it is, but it is on order. It'll be on Wednesday? I think Wednesday? Yeah. So if you're watching this, it'll be the 2nd of October. I should have in my hands. And our reading sprint for this is October 19th on Becky's channel at 7 p.m. Here's the little banner for that. And our live show will actually be on April's channel over at Happily Ever After April at 7 p.m. on the 27th. And that is both Eastern time. So if you are Central like me, it's going to be 6. But yeah, this is our book for this month. I'm excited. It looks interesting. The little bit of a blurb that I know about it. So yeah, that's what I got. The last month's book, I didn't think I was really gonna like that much because it was a very cozy romance and like Gilmore Girl-esque, but I actually really enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. So, props so far. This quarter of books is hitting me really well. I'm enjoying them. So, let's keep this going. Let's keep this train going. Yeah. So yay. And these next books are all my free reading. These are the ones that are looking appealing to me, that I feel this could be my TBR. It could not, because let's be honest, Halloween, it is all about the vibe, okay? If I'm not vibing with reading a vampire book at the time, I'm not, but I'm gonna be reading something fucking spooky, okay? Everything has some kind of paranormal spooky element because that's my jam in this month, okay? It is. So I'm not promising to read all of these books, but these are the ones that I'm kind of gravitating towards that looked interesting when I was going through my TBR and just seemed like a good fucking time. So the first one is a sequel to The X-Hex by Aaron Sterling, which I read last year, and that is The Kiss Curse. I gave The X-Hex, I believe, 3 stars. I remember vaguely the story. I had to go back and remind myself because it didn't feel like it was very eventful, but going back and actively thinking about it, I remember enjoying the banter and some scenes in it. Like, it's one of those books that, like, if I actively think about it, then I can remember it. But if I'm not actively trying to remember it, it's a drop in the pail. So I'm hoping that this doesn't have that same feel, but it is a little witchy book. We follow Gwyn Jones and I guess her mom in this book. Yes. Yeah, Gwyn and her mom. And we are still dealing with the Penhallows, I think is how you say that. Anyway, it's the sequel to the X-Hex, but it's a interconnected standalone. So it should read really fast. It's not even, it's, how many pages? 305 pages, 306? Yeah, like, I think I can bust this out fairly quickly. I know I busted out the X-Hex fairly quickly. I believe I actually read that on a road trip, actually. So, let's see if this one goes quickly. But one down. I decided to hit some of my older books because I do have some older spooky feeling books that I've been wanting to get to, and I kind of want to get some of those older books off my TBR. So I've came across Alan Finn's Things Half in Shadow. Was it a hoax, or can the dead truly speak and kill? This is kind of like a murder mystery thriller set during the Civil War. I'm still on my little historical fiction kick, so let's throw some paranormal with historical fiction. And the Civil War, holy shit. The ghost stories from that. Fuck me. I want to go to Gettysburg just for the ghost shit, okay? Legit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to see the beautiful battlefield and everything like that, but ghosts, that is all I'm about. If I go to Gettysburg, all about it. All about it. Because I'm obsessed with that. But this follows a young medium who, let's just read the back, okay? Let's just read the back, it's easier. Edward Clark is a successful young crime reporter in a comfortable circumstances with a lovely, well-connected fiancée. Then an assignment to write a series of exposés on the city's mediums places all that in jeopardy. In Philadelphia of 1869, photographs of Civil War dead adorn dim sitting rooms, and grieving families attempt to collect their lost loved ones. Edward's investigation of the beautiful young medium Lucy Collins has unintended consequences, however. He uncovers her tricks, but realizes to his dismay that Lucy is more talented at blackmail than she is at medium sleights of hand. And since Edward has a hidden past, he reluctantly agrees that they should collaborate in exposing only her rivals. The mysterious murder of noted medium Lenora Grimes Pastor as Lucy and Edward attend her seance results in a plum story for Edward and a great deal more. The pair want to clear themselves of suspicion, but a search spanning the houses of the wealthy to the underside of the 19th century Philadelphia unearths a buzzing beehive of past murder, current danger, and supernatural occurrences that just cannot be explained. Tell me that does not sound epic to read around a fucking campfire with s'mores. Like, come the fuck on, guys. Yes, that sounds good. I'm excited. And this one's been on my shelf for a hot minute. It's another oldie on my shelf. Yeah. The next book, this actually appeared on my last October's TBR, and I didn't read it then, but I'm really hoping that I will read it this go around because it still intrigues me. Dark Things I Adore by Katie Letary. This just gives me Are You Afraid of the Dark vibes. Every time I look at this book, Are You Afraid of the Dark? It reminds me of that old classic Nickelodeon show with the ghost stories. I just feel like this is going to be something I'm really going to enjoy. I'm going to sink my teeth into, and I'm going to feel like this childhood nostalgic, spooky essence, but with an adult flair. Really get the adult context of some of those horror stories from Are You Afraid of the Dark? Which I really wish I could find that show so I could watch some of those old episodes. I'm not even gonna lie. I would like to introduce my daughter to that show, see what she thinks of it. But yes, I'm excited. I'm still excited about this book even a year later, but it's just one of those books that when I look at, I cannot read this any other time than when it feels right. And it feels right. I hope, fingers crossed, I get to it and I find out what other dark things I can adore, because we all know how much I love the dark. So the next book, I picked this up for my 52 books reading challenge. One of the prompts is literally to read a book without reading the dust jacket or blurb. And this book made an appearance on Becky's channel, and I stopped it and I bought the book right then and there because I was like, look, I'm going to do a blind buy off of somebody that I trust. And that was Someone You Can Build a Nest In by John Wiswell. I have no fucking idea what this is about. None. But it looks Halloweenish and spooky. Looks like I got a witch up here. Maybe like a child sacrifice. This might be like a tentacle thing. Maybe there's some tentacle shit going on here. If there's tentacle porn in here, Becky, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, maybe not pissed. But weirded out. So, I don't know. But we're not going to read the blurb. We're going to go in blind. So if you guys would like to see a blind reaction to this vlog, kind of blind reaction vlog, let me know, because this one was literally bought on the fact that one of my friends read it, but I didn't even listen to what she talked about the book. Didn't listen to her opinions on it. Just the fact that my friend bought this book, so I bought it, and I'm using it for that prompt on my 52 books. So no blurbs. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading anything about it. So yeah, it's going to stay over there until it's time to pick it up. So that was the reason I bought that fucking book. Was for that reason. Another book that might be a possible option is one of my book of the month books. I just recently got my last order book of the month, and one of my picks was this guy, Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This is a fantasy romance, and does it not scream fucking Halloween? Like, this screams what my wedding looked like. Like, this is kind of what my wedding looked like. Phantom of the Opera, gothic vibe. Look at the fucking back. I love it. Like, I didn't even read the blurb on this. This is another one I could use for this, but when I saw this on book of the month's page as an option, I nearly picked it without even reading the blurb. This was a strictly cover buy because goddamn, like the fuck. So let's find out what this puppy's about. Phantasma only has 2 rules: stay alive and don't fall in love. When Ophelia, I love that name. Already like the name. When Ophelia discovers her mother's brutally murdered, there is no time to grieve. She has inherited the family's fearsome magic and enormous debt. Circumstances go from dire to deadly. However, when Ophelia's sister decides to pay off the loan by entering Phantasma, a competition where contestants rarely escape alive and the victor is granted a single wish. Ooh, this reminds me of a movie that I watched. It's like Truth or Dare, or Dare, I Dare You, something like that. Either way, she paper cuts her fucking eye. Sorry. Squirrel moment, but yeah, right back there. Okay. The only way for Ophelia to save her sister is to win, but Phantasma is a cursed manor full of twisting corridors and lavish ballrooms staffed by enticing demons and fatal temptations, and Ophelia must conquer all 9 floors to succeed. How many layers of hell were in Dante's Inferno? So 7? I think there's 7. Never mind, reference gone. If her fears do not overtake her first. When a charming, arrogant stranger claims he can help, Ophelia knows better than to trust him. But with her sister's life on the line, Ophelia can't afford to turn him away. She'll just need to ignore the overwhelming, dark attraction drawing them closer and closer together. Because in Phantasma, the only thing deadlier than losing the game is losing your heart. Sounds pretty... Ooh. I like her author photograph. Fuck yeah. Bitch, we could be friends. Yeah. Yep. I like it. Yep. I think I'm going to really, really enjoy this one. And I believe it is a first in the series because there's a 1 up here. So this is probably a first installment in the series. I'm excited. That sounds dope. I love this cover. Holy crap. I kind of want a specialty edition cover of this. Like, this is just, it needs some foiling and it would be very nice. And the last book is another oldie that has been on my list for quite a while. And I actually found this one when I was part of my local library's book club. It was one of the options and it did not win, but it sounded so fucking cool that I bought the book anyway. And that is The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. This is about Vlad the Impaler. And if you know anything about me, I fucking am obsessed with that man. If I had the money for Halloween decorations, I would buy a shit ton of skeletons and impale them on my front fucking yard. Because that is the coolest decoration a history major could fucking have. Oh my God, I love it. I did so many papers on Vlad the Impaler. I love Vlad Tepes. I'm obsessed. I want to go to Dracula's castle. And one of my friends has been there and sent me pictures and I'm jealous and I want to go. I'm for adoption, Christina. Lee and Christina, I'm up for adoption. I will go with you again to Vlad Dracula's castle. I will. We could read this together. We could be buddies. Because we're already family. But anyway, yeah. So this is told through a series of letters that is found by a daughter from her father. And yeah, it has something to do with Dracula and Vlad the Impaler. Fuck yeah. Chunker, don't fucking care. This has been sitting on my shelf for a long time. And yeah, look at how pretty this is. This is gorgeous to me. It's so plain, but it's perfect. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm going to read the back of this to you. I know I've already read the back of a couple of these books, but I'm going to read the back to you this because this sounds awesome. My dear and unfortunate successor, it is with great regret that I imagine you, whoever you are, reading the account I must put down here. The regret is partly for myself, because I will surely be at least in trouble, maybe dead, or perhaps worse, if this is in your hands. But my only regret is also for you, my yet unknown friend. Because only by someone who needs such vile information will this letter someday be read. If you are not my successor, in some other sense, you will soon be my heir. And I feel sorrow at bequeathing to another human being my own, perhaps unbelievable, experience of evil. Why I myself inherited, I don't know, but I hope to discover that fact eventually, perhaps in the course of writing to you, or perhaps in the course of further events. Tell me that it's not like spooky, Yes. So that is my TBR, guys. Yeah, it's fucking huge. I'm probably not going to finish it. I'm fully aware of this, but I have options. I have options upon options upon options. I'm still flipping books. Okay, I'm still flipping some books over here. I'm still working. Hold on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, God, here we go. And ta-da! Look at this aesthetic. Look at it. Look at the pretty. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I'm excited. I love this month. That's why I picked this to get married in. Happy spooky season, guys. I hope to God that you find your best spooky book. And if you've made it to the end of this video, please, please, in the down box below, leave a pumpkin emoji. We'll just go traditional classic pumpkin emoji. Because I love this weather. I love this time. I love this season. This is one of my favorites, and I am raring to go. I'm ready to get some of these guys off my TBR, find out their stories, find out their secrets, and find out if I will fall in love with any of these. I mean, there might be some book of the years in here. Just saying. I've waited a while for some of these books, so let's hope my waiting was not in vain. So, without further ado, hot girl summer is over because it is spooky bitch season. Let's fucking go. I'll see you in the next big one.